Alright guys, so here's something that I just can't wrap my little brain around. Or big brain. I don't know. What do you guys think? Big brain, little brain? Who cares, right? So in episode 7 of Reincarnated as a Dragon, that's what this anime is called, right? Anyways, now I understand why some people hate this fucking anime. But on the other side of the coin is, you know, I loved this. I know I love this anime, but they made the MC so perfectly. I don't know, just the hypocrisy of this guy has just reached new levels. So here in this episode, long story short, holy shit. Long story short, let's get to the point. He abandoned the black lizard, this little baby lizard. You know, she's this little, yeah, she is the she. She's been there with him from, saved his life multiple times and even put her life on the line for this motherfucker. And so they had, a new clan. They started a new clan with the monkeys. And obviously she's jealous. She's obviously uncomfortable with them around. It was just him and her, just chilling, surviving, life maxing and survival maxing. And so, things were coming to a pretty strong confrontation. She was at her last straw. She really wanted to have his attention, at least for the rest of the day. But this motherfucker decided to leave her for Miria, the human. Now, while I do understand that Miria is very important to the plot, that's what has me in this conundrum. Yeah, he wants to save Miria, as Miria has saved him. She basically saved it, right? That's right, isn't it? Yeah, she healed him back to life. So of course he wants to, pay her back, even though I think he already did. But it's like a long-term debt, that you have. When someone saves your life, you tend to always want to save their life. But on the flip side, the black little dragon also saved his life. So it's like I said, it's just a really hard conundrum. But that's the thing about this anime. They made this dude have to choose, and either way, he's gonna look terrible. He's gonna look bad. He's just gonna look like he's choosing a side. Yeah, now that I think about it, this is a really tough choice. Not really, because he could have just taken the black dragon with him. Now, of course, he's spinning. When he spins, he's using his whole body. So there's no real way he could just run towards Miria and take the little baby dragon, because when he spins, he goes way too quick and way too fast, to the point where the little dragon, if she tried spinning his same speed, she would only hurt herself. But yeah, guys, I don't know. This conundrum is just tearing me apart. But also at the same time, it's really making me hate the MC, because he just abandoned this little black dragon friend that he just literally said, "You're the most important thing in my life." Look, and he got the wrongdoer has gone up from level 3. So yeah, by abandoning the little dragon, he's became a wrongdoer level 3. Oh man, this is just a really big puzzle to me. So I ask you guys, what was the right decision? And obviously, look, the little baby dragon here is hurt. She's crying. Obviously she's sad, and I wouldn't be surprised if, and that's another thing that's really hard to take in, is that he cared. Little baby dragon, lizard, salamander thing. I don't know what the fuck this thing is. Obviously he cares about the plague dragon as well, the main MC. So it's, if she does just walk away from him, it's like, did she really like him? She really love him? But at the same time, as they say, if you really love someone, you let them go. You set them free. So yeah, man, this is the biggest conundrum. This is just so annoying. They really put him against his back against the wall. This is a very hard decision. But I think the best decision would have been to take the baby dragon and make it to Miria. Even him going at full speed, you know, using his rolling egg technique here for traveling, makes him, you know, it makes him way super fast. So even then, he got here like last fucking minute, right when the wolves or the beast wolves, whatever, the third eye, the three-eyed wolves, they were just about to attack her, right? So he got there right on fucking time. So he didn't really have, you know, time to spare. So it was an emergency. You see where I'm going with this, guys? Do you guys see what I'm saying? Like, the baby dragon was abandoned, yes, but he was abandoned for Miria, whose life was on the line, that saved the plague dragon. But at the same time, the little lizard dragon thing also has saved his life, and now he's prioritizing one or the other. But there wasn't really, like I said, there wasn't really time to think. So yeah, this is a tough one, guys. This is truly a tough. I gotta stretch. Oh. It's just one of those things, man. I don't know what the right answer is right now. Holy shit. But obviously, the anime, you know, he chose Miria, so we'll go with that. We're just gonna have to go with that. He made the best choice in the worst fucking scenario. Like, there was no good choice. Well, then again, Miria would have been dead if he was like, he allowed the little salamander's pettiness. Like, when you think about it, she was being petty. But for him to be like, yeah, you're important to me, but then just leave her, it just looks bad all around.